Hey team, happy Monday. Welcome back to the vlog. I literally have no idea what number we're up to, but thank you for joining me again. I've just finished Zumba. It's the last Zumba class for the year. The next one now won't be until the 14th of Jan. The gym's got a bit of a different timetable during the Christmas period, obviously because everyone's on leave and lots of people go away and all those kinds of things. So the classes are going to be pretty minimal between now and then. So I'm going to have to just make sure that I keep coming to the gym and I keep doing what I need to do and doing like some of the exercises from the challenge and all those kinds of things. So I'm starting the week feeling really good. My weight loss has definitely slowed down, which I'm okay with, because if I can still be maintaining or steadily losing even during the festive season, even when I'm not being as disciplined as what I should be, even when I have been weighing myself mostly just at night, like I feel like that's a pretty good achievement. If I'm not gaining, then I'm happy with that for now, not long term, but definitely short term. Sorry, there's a fire truck and I'm not quite sure what it's doing. But definitely in the short term, I am happy to just keep losing slowly. Once we're kind of past the silly season, Christmas is done, New Year's is done, you know, like that first week back in Jan, I want to really hit the ground running, and just make sure that I, you know, stop kind of making excuses. I stop having like a treat here and a treat there that I've kind of been doing the last couple of weeks. Nothing too excessive, but it's like at the Christmas lunch today at work, there was some healthy options and I had most of the healthy options, but then like there was heaps of food left over. So every time I kind of went back into the kitchen for the rest of the day, I was like, oh, I'll have a little bit of this, I'll have a little bit of that, I'll have a little bit of this. And it was like, I ended up having 2 cookies and what else did I have? Oh, a little rum ball. But that's still unnecessary calories that I shouldn't be having. So yeah, it's not, I didn't have 5 cookies and 5 rum balls, but I still shouldn't have had really anything. So I'm just being really mindful of that. I'm logging everything. So everything's still going into my Fitness Pal, and I'm not blowing over my 1800 calorie limit, which is good. So it means that I am obviously still in a deficit. I'm just not eating the best foods that I should be. So that's kind of my focus for the next 2 weeks. Just get through the silly season, try not to make too many poor decisions, and then kind of hit the ground running, you know, that second week back in Jan. I've got a music festival on that weekend, so that's why I'm kind of also picking that second week, because you know, at the music festival I'm going to be making bad choices. It's a camping weekend long music festival. So yeah, all right, I've now been talking for 3 minutes. I should stop. But that is my Monday done, and we'll see how we go tomorrow. All right, I'm driving, and I thought before I lose light that I would just do a really quick update for you guys. So it's Tuesday night and my friend messaged me on Sunday. So this is one of the girls that I've done Mount Caliber with 100 times. I'll be playing netball for her team next year. So she messaged me on Sunday just saying, hey, don't feel any pressure, but if you're free, we've got a 9:30 game and we need a sub. So if you want to come down, awesome. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to say yes to that. I'm not going to say no, because 1, I could use the practice and the exercise, and 2, I love netball, so why not? So I'm currently on my way down into the suburbs to go play the game. The game starts at 9:30, so it's a late one. I'm going to be getting home about midnight, which means getting up for greet in the morning is going to be interesting, but that's okay. I'm nervous. I was a good netballer. I don't know if that's conceited to say, but I was a good netballer as a kid. And as my weight got worse and my fitness got worse after the car accident, I really struggled with netball. Not because I struggled with the game, but more because I struggled with not being as good as what I used to be. I have very high expectations of myself. I think I've said this on the vlog before, but when I can't meet those expectations, or I don't do as well as I expect that I would do, I get really frustrated with myself. So it was really hard going back to netball and not being as good as what I expect that I would be. And it was about me not adjusting my expectations, because obviously I don't weigh 80 kilos anymore. I'm not doing sport 4 nights a week. And of course I'm not going to be as good as what I used to be, but I just had this expectation that I was just going to step foot on the court and be amazing. So I've tried to kind of get that in mind a little bit coming into the season next year, and obviously accepting the game tonight, is that it's okay for me to not be amazing. It's okay for me to make mistakes, to step, to contact, to be called for obstruction, all those kinds of things. Like, that's completely okay, because I'm not as good as I used to be. I'm out of practice, and I'll get there again eventually. So it's kind of how I'm feeling, just a little anxious, a little nervous, but excited. I'm really looking forward to getting back on the court, and I think this is a really good way. There's no pressure. They're not top of the leaderboard. They're not heading into a grand final. So it's kind of like a really good way to just ease in without there being stupid expectations, to see how my knee goes. I've got my knee brace with me. I'm not sure if I'm going to strap it or not strap it, but I'm definitely bringing it in with me. I will touch base with you guys when I finish, just to let you know how I went and how I'm feeling, but I'm nervous. Okay, so the pep talk that I gave myself before the game, where I was all, I'm going to be nice to myself, I'm not going to expect me to do amazingly. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. I literally got on the court and was like, you can do this, Tegan. And then every silly mistake, every bodgy defense, every crap throw, I was like, why are you doing this? I was getting so annoyed with myself. Really good game. We got thrashed. I don't know what the score was because they didn't have the score up on the scoreboard, but I know we definitely didn't win. I played 2 quarters as goalkeeper and 2 quarters as goal shooter. So they're my 2 preferred positions. So that was awesome. Considering I'm a fill-in, it was really, really lovely of the guys to kind of allow me to have the positions that I like. Felt so good. So good. Even though I was making silly mistakes, even though I was so I've got Skechers for shoes, which are amazing in the gym and great for walking around, but not great for the netball court. I don't have netball runners anymore. I'm going to need to change that ASAP, because they kept suctioning to the ground, which you want grip, but you don't want that much grip, because my knees were because my shoes were gripping, but not the right way. And then it was not good, but that's okay. It just felt so amazing. I love that game. I love netball so much. Not just because I'm good at it, but because it's fun and it's so the adrenaline is going, and I feel like everyone on the court equally contributes. You can't play a game properly without having every single position, and it's just really inclusive. Whereas I feel like in other team sports, there's a lot of positions that are kind of redundant. Whereas in netball, I don't feel that that's the case. So it's so inclusive, and I just always feel so good on the court. And, most of the time the girls you play against aren't complete bitches, and it's just, I'm talking a million miles an hour, and I apologize. I'm just so happy and just I feel great. Of course, I'm annoyed with myself for the silly little mistakes, but I'm also not an idiot. I realize that's my first game back in 2 or 3 years. So it's expected that I'm going to make mistakes. So I'm going to be reasonably frustrated with the fact that I could have done better, but also exceptionally happy with the fact that I just played a game of netball for the first time in 3 years, and I played all 4 quarters, didn't have time off. I got very tired in the last quarter, but I kept going. So I'm chalking this one up to a win today. Hey team, happy Wednesday. I have just finished at the gym. We had the HIIT class tonight. So I don't ordinarily do the HIIT class on a Wednesday night. I don't even know if they have one on the Wednesday night actually. but they're doing a bit of a special like timetable for the Christmas holidays. So ordinarily I do the Wednesday night body pump, but because they were doing the special HIIT class, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do that instead. So they had train with the trainers. So most of the trainers at the gym, not all, but most of them jumped into the class with us, which was really lovely. It was so nice to have them working alongside us, because I think we're all just so used to seeing them at the front of the class that it was nice to kind of see them like struggle a little bit and realize that they're not superhuman all the time, and that they do kind of get puffed and get red cheeked and, you know, struggle like the rest of us. So it was a really, really fun class actually. I also had a bit of a personal achievement. So with the slam balls, ordinarily I pick up the 8 kilos. I can do the 10, but I struggle with the 10. So for my line, 12 kilos was the only option available, and I just went with it. I struggled, and I definitely had to stop a lot more than I would with the 8 kilos, and even more than what I obviously would with the 10 kilos as well. But I was able to. It's so nice to be able to see that progress, because definitely 3 months ago 12 kilos would have been completely out of the question. I know my left arm is going to ache a little bit tomorrow. I can already feel that it's a little bit like, oh, you pushed it a bit too hard, but I definitely didn't overdo it. It'll hurt, but it won't like it'll ache more than hurt, I think. But it's just, yeah, it's really nice to kind of see that strength improvement, because I know for a fact that I could not have done that even 10 weeks ago. I wouldn't have been able to do that. So that's nice and exciting. I'm still kind of riding the high of netball yesterday as well. So excited to get back to the game and start the season and start training and get to know my team and just all those kinds of things. So feeling really, really great today. I jumped on the scales again just because I haven't made it to the gym in the morning for a couple of weeks. So I haven't weighed myself since officially in the morning. I haven't weighed myself since the challenge ended, and that was 2 weeks ago now. So I don't know where I'm at weight wise. It was 130 again today, but I mean, that's after exercise and that's after a whole day of eating. So I'm probably at the low 129s, I would say, but I literally have no idea. So I'm gonna have to try and get my butt to the gym in the morning and actually weigh myself. But in also exciting news, I spoke to one of the personal trainers today. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I've been umming and ahhing about getting a personal trainer into the new year. I've been super intimidated to speak to any of them. I'm not really sure like what I want, what that looks like. And one of the girls that I met through the challenge, who is so lovely, she's such a lovely person, already is with one of the trainers. And so I was talking to her tonight about how, you know, how she finds him, what she gets out of it, you know, his kind of style and his approach. And I was like, I just mentioned to her that I was looking into it, but I was a little bit intimidated and I didn't really know what I wanted and whatever else it might be. And so when he came over to talk to her, because obviously that's his client, she was like, and have you met Deegan? So I spoke to him a little bit, and I'm going to send him a bit of a message, and we're going to kind of make a plan for next year, see if he can fit me into his schedule. But he has a session on Saturday morning that I'm going to go down to on like a bit of a trial basis, just to see like how we gel. But I'm excited because this is something that I've been wanting to do for so long, and I've just kind of been avoiding it because, you know, it made me anxious and it was intimidating, and I still feel so self-conscious, and like I'm comfortable in the classes that I do now, but it's taken me a while to get there. So to kind of step out of my comfort zone and do something completely like unusual and something I've never done before just feels a little bit like, oh, not really sure. So it's going to be good to kind of break the ice, if you will, on Saturday in a group setting, so we can kind of chat about what the one-on-one training might look like into the new year. So I don't know, I'm excited. I'm in a really great headspace. I know that my weight hasn't really moved, but I feel so good, and I know that that's just because I'm not being as disciplined as what I need to be, but I'm not gaining. So like, I don't know, guys, I'm super happy. But I've now been chatting for 5.5 minutes, so I'm gonna sign off my Wednesday here, and I will check back in with you all tomorrow. Saturday, everyone. I have just finished the body pump class, and that was the last class of the year, I think. They're not going to have any more classes now until like the second week of Jan. So it's just going to be me, myself, and I at the gym going forward. I just put a post up on Instagram, so by the time you guys see this, it would have been, you know, a week and a half, 2 weeks later. But I'm really struggling. So I jumped on the scales this morning, and it's gone down. Like, it hasn't gone up, which is great. I'm happy it hasn't gone up. But since the challenge ended on the 5th, and today it is the 22nd, I've only lost 700 grams. That's it. And I know that it's my fault. And I know that it's because I've been snacking, I've been indulging in the multiple morning teas that we've had at work, I've eaten the chocolate Christmas presents that I've received, I freaking had Hungry Jacks the other day. Like, I'm not doing well. I'm at the gym all the time. You guys see that. Like, you see my check-ins after the gym. You know that I'm here. But I'm not eating properly. And you know what's the saying? You can't outrun a bad diet. That's me right now. That's literally how I'm feeling right now. I'm just making really silly decisions. I'm still having my breakfast, my smoothie breakfast every morning. I'm still doing that. I'm still having my meal prep lunches. I'm not failing in that space. It's snacking, and it's dinner, because I'm not a huge fan of microwave food. So I really struggle to have 2 microwaved meal prepped meals in a day. So I've been having my meal prep lunch and then just having like a dinner. But, you know, I'm just not making great choices. Like, I'm cooking for my hubby and our housemate, and then I have what they have, and they're boys. Like, they don't care about their health. They're eating whatever the hell they want to eat. They're not trying to lose weight and on the journey that I am. Why am I making stupid decisions and eating the same food as them? It's so dumb. I really should just like make 2 meals and eat what I want to eat that is healthy, but I'm being lazy and I'm being undisciplined and I'm just making shitty decisions, and I'm really annoyed with myself. I've acknowledged that skydiving in May, not going to happen. Like, there's no way that I can lose 30 kilos between now and May. Like, it's actually just not possible. Short of doing anything stupid, of course. And I want this to be maintainable. I want this to be long-term, you know, achievable, maintainable, be integrated into my lifestyle, not like a quick fix. All right, I've lost my 30 kilos. Now I'm going to stack 50 kilos back on. So I have acknowledged that's not going to happen, which is okay. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm annoyed at myself because if I had have been as disciplined as what I needed to be, I could have made it happen, but I can't go back and change what I didn't do. So I'm just going to have to get back from Europe in May and then find somewhere in Australia, work out what their weight limit is and work towards that. So my ultimate goal of 99 kilos isn't going to change, but I would really like to, I don't know, at least be, I think I would like to be in the double digits by the middle of next year. So June, July next year, I want to be hitting that 99 kilo mark. So acknowledging the fact that obviously I'm going to be in Europe for 4 weeks and I'm not going to be eating the best while I'm over there. So I want to give myself a little bit of wiggle room for whatever I gain while I'm there to be able to lose when I get back. But I'm really, really annoyed with myself. So that's okay. I can't change what I haven't done, and I can't fix what's happened in the past. I can only hit reset today and just keep moving forward. So hopefully by the time this vlog comes out, you guys will have seen a little bit of difference on my Instagram, and maybe I've started to lose again, and maybe I'm doing a little bit better. But today, not so happy with myself. Hey team, happy Sunday. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I know it's a lot shorter than my usual vlogs. There was a couple of days there that I just completely missed filming because it was a crazy week. It's almost Christmas. There was lots of last minute things happening. There was a lot of like work events, that kind of thing. And I just didn't get the chance to pick up the camera as much as I would have liked. Ending the week feeling really good. frustrated about the fact that my weight loss hasn't moved, but I also know that that's because of me. So, you know, it is what it is. Still feeling really good about netball. So happy to be back on the court. And also really looking forward to working with the PT. So I've messaged him now, and we've booked in a trial session for the new year. So I'm going to meet with him one morning just to have a bit of a chat about my goals, what do I want to achieve, what I've been doing, all those kinds of things. He's now following me on Instagram, so he gets all of my daily, you know, mental, like, just vomiting, I guess is probably the word for it. But I'm excited. I'm looking forward to working with him. He kind of reminds me a bit of the, do they call him the Commander? I don't know. If you watch The Biggest Loser, the dude that's got like all the tattoos, I don't watch The Biggest Loser, so I don't know, but he's from that. He kind of looks like military style. He's got a buzz cut, he's covered in tats, he's like built as fuck. Super scary, but also super excited. So that'll be interesting to see how we go. That obviously will start in the new year. I don't think I'm going to get the chance to vlog for the next 2 weeks. There's so much happening and I just don't know if I'm going to have the time. So if there's a massive break in vlogs, I apologize. But it will be because of Christmas and New Year's. But I've really loved doing these. So they will definitely be back in 2019, even if there is a little bit of a break. So bear with me while I make it through the festive season. Trying to keep my weight loss intact. We'll see how we go. But we, you know, it should be a good 2019. I'm excited. So, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, any comments, any queries, anything you want to know, make sure just to leave them in the comments down below. Ensure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and just hit that little bell so you get the notifications for when I've posted. And as always, I'm super active over on my Instagram, so go check me out there if you haven't already. Have a great week, guys. Have a lovely Christmas, happy holidays, and a very, very safe new year. Bye.